Hello everyone, Ray Pedras on the McAllen Cable Network. There is a special election coming up on November the 8th. Here to tell us about what you will be voting on is Ignacio Perez, our Deputy City Attorney. Sir, how are you?
Good, how are you? Thank you.
Thanks for joining us. All right, just like everyone in Texas, we'll be voting on 10 proposed amendments to the Texas Constitution, but in McAllen we'll also be voting on a proposition that deals with the Performing Arts Center and a hotel occupancy tax. Can you tell us more about that?
That's true. On November 8th, there'll be a special election. Actually, it's like a referendum seeking the voters' approval of the construction of a performing arts center here in McAllen. Also, that it be situated where the convention center site is, and in order to do that, to design it and build it, that there be an increase of 2% in the hotel occupancy taxes that are charged to those who stay in hotels and motels here in McAllen.
All right, could you get a little bit more into that? What is a hotel occupancy tax and who would pay it?
Yes, well, everyone was probably who has stayed in a hotel is probably aware of the fact that there's a price, and then when you check out, it seems to be more than what you expected. And basically, those are taxes that are attached to it. It's only paid by those who stay in a hotel, and a portion goes to the state and a portion is a local tax. In McAllen or the state, in any part of the state, there's a 6% hotel occupancy tax that is payable to or will end up in the state coffers. And here in McAllen, we have an additional 7% to that. So the total currently is 13% hotel occupancy tax. The proposal is to increase that by 2%. So the total tax payable for occupancy in a hotel room it would be 15%.
Okay, and the hotel owners have expressed concern about whether or not they can remain competitive with this new hotel occupancy tax added. Why does the city want to do this? Why is this Performing Arts Center so important to the city of McAllen?
Well, you know, we do have a civic center, and it's a little aged. It's over 50 years old, and a lot of people who have resided here over the years are very familiar with it and brings back memories. But it is a little bit dated. It's not the kind of performing arts center that you might find in some other cities. And there are a lot of issues with the construction and the maintenance. It's just very expensive to maintain, and it doesn't offer all the conveniences that you would find in a modern American city. Performing Arts Center would be an attraction. It would help in continuing to make McAllen a destination city. People would come. Broadway shows would be able to perform there. Opera, symphony orchestra, drama, plays, comedy, and all those performing arts that make a city an attraction. In order to do that, it needs to be designed, it needs to be built, and the hotel occupancy tax, which would be a maximum of 2%, would be used for those purposes. Now, I said a maximum because some of the 2% may be used, or the hotel occupancy tax may be increased up to an additional 2%. It might be 1%. It might be 0.5%. It might be the total of 2%, or it might be nothing at all. But the city wants to be able to have that to fall back on in order to finance the construction of the hotel.
All right.
Excuse me, the Performing Arts Center.
Right. Okay, I want to touch on the language on the ballots, because when people walk into the polling location to vote and they see the ballot, there's only one item on there, but it's actually a paragraph. And
that is true.
Basically, it covers all the bases. It basically says that it authorizes the city commission to develop, design, just as you said earlier, and then also to impose a bottom line, those two things, right?
Correct. Well, number one, authorizes the planning and design and construction of a performing arts center to be located specifically in the convention center site, and thirdly, that it authorizes an increase of up to 2% in the hotel occupancy taxes, which again would be payable by those who visit the city. And again, it sort of makes sense to use those funds for those items that make the city more attractive to tourists. Tourists will come if there is a performing arts center. We have a convention center. There are other attractions. well, that of course will feed into itself. Without a performing arts center and the civic center being decommissioned basically, the convention center not being appropriate really for a symphony orchestra, it's just not constructed for that, the acoustics, etc. This would be a performing arts center that would be up to par with those in major American cities.
All right, very good. And of course, if people want to review the ballot language, if they want to see a copy of the sample ballot, they can see that on our website on McAllen.net. Now, if people want to know when can I vote, where can I vote, where can they vote? When is early voting and where can people vote?
Yes, early voting begins October 24th, and it's for a period of two weeks. It would end November 4th, which is a Friday. There will be one site for that, which is the old City Hall. The tax office now on, I think it's 311
North 15th, right.
Yes. And then the election itself would be on Tuesday, November 8th.
Right, and on that day they have to vote by precinct, and we
Correct.
Also have those precinct locations.
Yes,
posted.
those can be found in our website, McAllen.net.
Okay. One other thing that we should mention too is that the Hidalgo County Elections Department will oversee this election.
That's correct. So any questions that anyone would have regarding the election, where to vote, etc., they should approach the Hidalgo County office.
Okay, very good. I believe their number is 318-2570. Anything we're leaving out or anything you think voters should know about this election?
Well, I encourage all the voters well, those who have not registered, to register as soon as they can. And for all those who are eligible to vote on this very important referendum for the future of McAllen.
All right, very good. Ignacio Perez, thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
All right, and very good. We encourage you to go out and cast your ballot and let your voice be heard on this issue. Once again, early voting October the 24th through November the 4th, and then Election Day on November the 8th. I'm Ray Pedraza. Thank you for watching the McAllen Cable Network.